Hi, my name is Clint Brown, and I'm an area director with BNI here in Eastern South Dakota. And I'm spending the year going through the 29% Solution by Dr. Ivan Misner. It's a fantastic book, and if you haven't read it, I encourage you to do so. It's available at all major bookstores as well as Amazon.com, and I believe you can even buy a copy on BNI.com. And if you're a member of BNI, chances are your director has a copy, so sniff it out. Basically, the 29% Solution looks at the 29% of the population that is well connected, and the 6 degrees of separation hold true for them, and the other 71% that's not connected to very many people. And Ivan's got a strategy in week 5, which is what we're on, of giving to others first. And this is something that most business owners may not have seen as part of their business activity. Maybe they're just philanthropic, and so they donate anyhow. But it's a great practice not only in life but also within BNI. And Ivan gives us a couple of great ideas. Two really simple ones. One is take time to get organized all of your contacts. I recently went down and got a 3-ring binder and those little sheets you can put your business cards in, and just started stuffing all of my cards in there. Cards I've collected at chamber mixers and BNIs and church and you name it. I had all those cards stuffed in drawers and on the desk and all over the place. So I got them all in there where you could flip through them. And then the second thing I did is started going through and say, who in here needs to meet somebody else in here? You might be the gatekeeper of a potential fantastic relationship that wouldn't otherwise come about unless you do the introduction. So the first thing would be really just focus on which contacts do you have and who do you know that needs to probably know somebody else. Recently I put together a lady who answers the phone for a church with a company that does water and fire damage restoration. You might say, well, that's a long stretch, except for the lady who answers the phone constantly deals with parishioners who have a need such as this, and she's just been picking something out of the phone book to give to them. Well, of course, this company loves those referrals and depends on knowing about it right away. And so by me giving the introduction, I'm helping her do her job for her parishioners and give them somebody she now knows and trusts, and I'm helping this business gain new business in a way they didn't think was previously possible. The second thing after you get all your cards together then is to go through and find a way to contact these people. One way that I would suggest is simply by putting together a letter and send it out to your clients and say, hey, there are these people in my network that I trust and I know their businesses implicitly. And if you ever have a need for a plumber, a real estate agent, mortgage broker, and whatnot, you list all of them out. I'd like for you to call me. That makes you a great point of contact. But don't put the actual contact's name and phone number in there. So if you've got a mortgage person named Joel, don't put Joel's name and phone number in the letter. But sending that out can generate a ton of referrals. What I've been doing is I take this book along when I go to a meeting, and when I'm having coffee with somebody, I simply say, hey, I got a book of all these people I've met over the last 6 months, and some of these people I know really well and trust. Why don't you take a look through there, and if there's anybody you've been trying to get in contact with, I'd love to introduce you. I'm confident that there might be things come out of the relationship that we couldn't foresee, and we will let it sort itself out. And let me tell you, it has been the biggest blessing in my business and also in their businesses. So far this year, I've made about 5 fantastic introductions, and all 5 have resulted in serious volume of business between the two parties, stuff that I couldn't have even have guessed. So this week I want you to focus on how are you giving to others first. The receiving will come. You're going to create a positive pay it forward mentality of, hey, I'm going to give business to you. I'm going to give referrals to you even though nothing's coming my way. And let me tell you, it's infectious. I started doing this a few weeks back just religiously at the first of the year within my BNI chapter, and the referral volume went through the roof. People are introducing everybody to everybody else, and there's transactions going down that we wouldn't otherwise know about. So this week, focus on how you're going to give to others first. If you need to get all your cards wrapped up, and if you need to start looking through them and making some introductions, I encourage you to do so. If you got any comments, please leave them in the comment bar here. Otherwise, have a fantastic week. I'll catch you next week.